Alright guys, welcome back to more LA Noire, and well, I got promoted. The first video was really just getting you into the handle of things, showing you the controls and how the rest of the game will work. Like how to question them, how to tell if they're lying, and your judgment on if they are or not. The driver's seat.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
This is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
Heard all about you, Phelps. Go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation. Maybe we'll get them. I'm here to learn. Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I can spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
They all dressed like movie stars?
Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of LA is his audience.
What's that supposed to mean? Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
Now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
in order, Phelps.
In order.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we are partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys? Stick with Burkowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside. I'm gonna start you out with 1 case. You okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. You get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. Patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle with signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Abandoned vehicle. Alright.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got to this desk. You were here in 5 minutes. What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Alright, so
What's that guy from Papers? You know this place? Sure. Near the old gas works and signal depot and the warehouse district.
I like these cars, honestly. I like these cars. There's 95 cars you can get. Nice.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we friends now, Burkowski? We have to work together, don't be so touchy. Grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant. Fought the Okinawa campaign. Was wounded. Shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here. So you won the Silver Star.
Jesus, Cole!
I don't want to talk about it. Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa. No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you. I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do? I kept the streets of LA safe for the people. Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service. Fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda.
All units of 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2 identified.
Ooh. That had to hurt. That had to hurt.
Sounds like you had it rough. I did my job. No one is saying you didn't. I did 6 years as a patrolman.
Alright.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
Yeah, my horrible
I need
driving.
to get back to work, officer.
No
The detectives
surprise.
are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
Man, my horrible, horrible driving. With that, no wonder I crashed.
This is your first case, Phelps. Take a minute for stops. You don't know what to do next. Just come talk to me and we'll see what we can do. Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. A solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives you the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiffness yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Alright. Is there anything in the trunk?
How long you gonna keep?
I better get back to work, sir.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a hot pig yesterday? Doesn't appear to be connected.
Alright.
Doc. Detective. Phelps. What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. The victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Maybe that's not the victim. Maybe that was the... Maybe that's the pig's blood. Who knows?
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired, by the way. Happier times, I guess.
Oh man, that woman looks freaking creepy. That's like Joker smile right there.
"32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?"
Alright, so the music stops when you've collected all the clues. What's this?
Not everything here is going to be burned.
Oh, here we go. Oh, must have been what was used.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
And that noise, that little doo, is our signal that it's all clear, that we've collected all the clues.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking the car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Truth.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
I am now.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
You were gonna steal from his wallet.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it here in the car. You know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. We're done here. We'll head over. You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
You just said we have to tell the wife. So the Black residence. That sounded so much worse than what it really was. That's just the residence, the family last name. So why ask where we're going when you said someone has to inform the wife that her husband's missing? Why ask where we're going? You know damn well where we're going. Sorry guys if you hear something over the game, like the little buzzing, because that's my fan going. But I have it on slowest volume. Nice house. Don't like the color though.
Talk to her, Phelps. I'm not good at this shoulder violence stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, man?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window. At the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's.
Yes.
Seems very concerned about it.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a vice.
Let me give you something called nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about the past. Occasions that made you laugh. Times that made you smile.
I think he just killed him. Or put him under serious drugs.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks. This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
$82.50. Not bad for a water heater.
This must be Adrian's. Stencil, so the glasses are a match. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Lovesick and lonely without you. Hurry back, my darling. Nicole. Ah. Interesting.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives you?
Alright.
Used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
All right. Oh, so it is the insta heat. Hmm? Alright.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Ah, there we go. Right there.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's here is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Trophy earned. The plot thickens. And that's all the clues.
I'm all right now, detectives.
All right.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. Very shady character. Told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently. He's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Alright, let's see. Hang on, guys. Not exactly in my room right now. We're not exactly looking at TV. Oh.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then?
He came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never comes to the bar till 7.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Okay. Truth?
Go on.
I kept telling him to put his old ones away. He tried to repair them on tape. It looked terrible.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Oh, you are so full of it.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
Right here.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
Alibi for Mrs. Black.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
No. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
6 out of 6 correct. Thanks. Reward 1 intuition point. Alright, let's go.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Do we know where we're going?
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. Stranger things have happened.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
Huh?
Look for someone.
It's quick to deny. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't know me.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back. Does the chicken come with fried tomatoes?
He just refuses
Morgan?
to accompany me to church.
Ask.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that.
Oh, you were so full of it.
We found Black's car, abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps. I think you were in on it, Morgan. You drove down there. Let Black have it.
Ooh, I'm a bad boy. That the best you got?
Oh, that was the wrong one.
Thanks. Glad we cleared that up. Hey, I'm a gold mine of information.
No. So I can't go back to change my answer?
When did you last see Adrian?
Hell, I don't know. I had plenty to drink last night. Things are a little sketchy.
If he was on his way to meet you when he went missing, you're gonna have to do a lot better than I don't recall.
He had a couple of them left, I guess. Maybe he had to go meet someone. It's the best I can do.
This doesn't add up, Morgan. Your excuses don't help. Let's see how you enjoy the LAPD taking an interest in your life.
You want my opinion? Tell Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
Okay, yeah, guys, I realized what I did wrong. I should have called him out. I should have called him lying, because the first one I realized, wait, I could have called him lying and told him about the receipt for the live pig. And the second one, I guess I should have called him out too, because I'm sure I had evidence against him on there too. Ooh, you seem in a hurry.
Sure left his drink in a hurry.
Too close, Phelps. Way too close.
I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Easy, Cole. Better back it off.
Where are you taking us, Mr. Morgan?
Morgan's apartment.
Check the place out. Come on.
This shadow. Trophy earned. No idea what that is. I'm gonna have to check that. Check up on that in a minute.
Day one of the big time, and you're already tailing drunks to the bars.
I'm just trying to learn.
Oh, come on, Phil. Save the creepy teachers that stuff for you. Don't worry.
Apartment 2.
So what, are all the bad guys in apartment 2?
All right. Let's pay our friend a visit. See if he's missed us.
Who the hell is that?
Will you relax? Jesus, Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear. Get it. Ah, shit.
Haha, sucker.
It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black? LAPD, give yourself up now!
I knew it. Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now.
Stop right there, Adrian.
It's over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama? I thought it would be easier. No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this. You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up, and you learn from Bukowski here, you can go a long way in this department.
Alright, I gotta pay more attention to their facial expressions and pay attention more to the evidence that I have. Alright. I missed a clue? Alright. But all the music stopped. It said that I had all the It said that I had all the clues. The music stopped. Screw you. The console's car. Alright.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. DR is one Oswald Jacobs, says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. That's all the good.
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking. Very funny.
You're gonna kill someone!
You hear about Adrian? Fraud in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back. Women generally show more compassion. What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride. Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience.
Alright, there we go. Jacob's backyard, 2 p.m.
Phelps, traffic.
Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway.
got a call about an abandoned vehicle?
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy. Must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value.
What's this? Oh, there's a tire missing.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. A car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
What?
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
Alright. Let's make a call. That was all the clues.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thanks, Matt.
Alright,
Let's see what this Jacobs guy has to say. The car was dumped in his backyard.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyway, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Stickball. Are they talking about baseball?
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Okay.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
He said no, like that was the most offensive thing anyone has ever said to him in the history of the in the history of creation. The minute you asked if he speaks Spanish, he's like, "No, I do not," as if it was like the most racist thing anyone has ever asked him. Which is stupid, but oh well.
Mexicans left. You didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
I doubt it.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Alright. Possible suspect vehicle?
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
Alright.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
Alright, vehicle stripped the parts.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
I'm not sure.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
How about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Ooh. That's messed up.
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
All right. Let's run this by R&I.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now. Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb. Any messages?
There's just one message for you, Detective. Four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Did you have him brought in?
He's already here in Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thank you. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
Locations. Let's go to the dealership first.
It's gotta be something big.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have got this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Wrong way. Alright. Let's continue on to this dealership.
This officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. To a load of the shots fired. Code 3 identified.
There we go. Back to the dealership.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
He's a little annoying, but not obnoxious, thankfully.
We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars for whatever reason.
One left.
There we go.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3-quarter.
Alright.
I got a blonde kid driving this auto. The bunch is a mess.
Circumstantial. Not much hope.
All right.
Optimistic, Paul. This isn't it. Don't think this is anything.
Nothing, huh? Oh, there we go.
No good. We need diplomatic points. If you don't mind, we have a few questions. Packards are great cars. This doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. Not here, Congress.
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
Just about enough of you, Dewey. What's the angle with Valdez?
The embassy bought the car. When it comes in for service, Valdez picks it up. That's it.
Dang it, I should have called him a liar.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. Sure as hell isn't here.
Liar.
You're lying. You got him moved up somewhere.
I'm having nothing to do with that kid. You can't prove any different. That kid's temper's like a time bomb. I want nothing more to do with him or you.
Really?
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Leave you bastards to steal anything the minute your back is turned.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs. They have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you.
I'll be keeping an eye on you, Dewey, and spreading the word that you don't like to cooperate with the LAPD.
Phone.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Gabriel Delgado.
Delgado. Last known address has him living with a common law. 103 Hill Street, apartment 3.
Thanks for your help.
Time to visit Gabriel Delgado.
Can you drive to this one? Where are we going?
I kind of like this partner. He's really nice. I really like this partner. Anyway, yeah, I almost failed that whole one completely. Because, yeah, what? I forgot to mention. I found out that when it comes to questioning those people, when it comes to questioning the people at the places when you're trying to question and get more information, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, it's either doubt or lie. But what's hard is you gotta figure out which one it is, which one's correct. Like that guy, I forgot that I had evidence to prove that that guy worked with Delgado. Anyway, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do that. Yeah, it's hard to do that kind of thing. That's why you gotta look at the evidence to prove someone's lying. But yeah, I was told and found out that when it comes to those guys, when it comes to those guys, when you're questioning them, trying to get more information and solve the case, like 9 times out of 10, it's either lying or suspect.
You can drive. You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing 3-dimensional movies? What's a dimension? You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X. Well, that's clear as mud. Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen. That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want